नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपक्षाय भूतले श्रीमते राधानाथ स्वामिन्निति नामिने। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिन्निति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पश्चात्य देशतारिणे। ओम ज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितमेन भूतले स्वयं रूपकदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरु श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सगगन रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवम् साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजन सहितं कृष्ण चैतन्य देवं श्री राधा कृष्ण पादान् सगगन ललिता श्री विशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधु दीन बंधु जगतपदे गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसूते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभो नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौरभक्तवृंदा। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। ईश्वरा परम कृष्ण सच्चिदानंद विग्रह अनादिरादिर गोविंदा सर्व कारण कारणम। Hare Krishna. By the causeless mercy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna, we are nicely studying Bhagavad Gita every day. By Krishna's causeless mercy, we finished 7 slokas in the 12th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. That is devotional service, Bhakti Yoga. So in this chapter, Arjuna asked a question and Krishna is now answering Arjuna's question. Arjuna asked Krishna, what is the best way to worship? Which is the best? So to worship you as a person or to worship you in your impersonal feature. So Krishna is now very clearly told Arjuna that worshipping me as a person, I consider that to be the best, perfect. That's what Krishna said. Now Krishna is going to continue in this entire chapter how it is going to be the best worshipping Krishna. That's what is very important. Actually, Krishna just not only answer Arjuna's question, and also Krishna gives the detailed explanation about his answer also. That way we understand the entire Bhagavad Gita fully, without any doubt, without any confusion. So everything becomes very, very easy and clear for us when we study that way. When we understand Bhagavad Gita, all these slokas, when Krishna is giving the answers in so many slokas, if we understand each and every sloka, so then everything will be very easy and very clear to us. So we understand from Bhagavad Gita, worshipping Krishna as a person is the best way, best possible way. And also doing our duty for Krishna, so that is also very important. So that way we don't have to think about this sannyasam, karmanam. So no need to give up the activities. Of course, we need to give up the abominable activities. So that is very important. Krishna himself directly told that, Durainagi avaram karma. So you keep all the abominable activities at a far distance. So that's what we need to do. Durainagi avaram karma. Of course, we need to do only the prescribed duties. Niyatam kuru karmatvam. You perform the prescribed duties. So that's what Krishna told Arjuna. So you perform the prescribed duties. Niyatam kuru karmatvam. So we need to keep all the abominable activities at a far distance and we need to perform the prescribed duties. So all these things are very, very important. So that is going to be possible only by studying and understanding Bhagavad Gita fully. We will be able to perform prescribed duties. We will be able to perform the duties which can please Krishna, because we will know for sure without any doubt what will please Krishna. That's what is very important. If we know that, then we can directly do that. There is no confusion. Because in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says everything very clearly. So there is no room for any confusion or questions or doubts. Because Arjuna has asked all the questions and Krishna has given the detailed answers. So that way we understand it completely, the entire Bhagavad Gita. So we know from Arjuna's question, we understand that we are not the body, because Krishna answered very clearly that we are not the body, we are the soul. The very first answer. When Arjuna asked Krishna that please tell me what is good for me, Krishna immediately, very first answer itself, the 20 slokas, Krishna explained to Arjuna that first of all you need to realize, you need to understand that you are not the body, you are the soul. Then only it's good for you. If you don't even know that, if you don't know that we are the soul, so that means whatever we do, it doesn't make any sense. We make lots of mistakes only. Everything we do, it will be mistakes. Without the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, without knowing that we are the soul, so by thinking that we are the body, so whatever activities we do, everything we will be doing only in a foolish way. So we should not give room to such foolishness. Knowingly, we should not be a fool. That's what is very important. Krishna is saying very clearly in Bhagavad Gita, many times Krishna says that it is Vimuda, Muda, fool, all such things Krishna is saying. So why we want to be a fool all the time? Why can't we become intelligent person? Why don't we gain intelligence? Why don't we gain knowledge? This Bhagavad Gita knowledge. That way we don't have to be fools at all. That way we can do activities in the right direction with the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. That way there is no confusion, no illusion, no worries, no problems, no distress. So everything is so smooth. That kind of life we can attain with this knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. Because by Krishna's mercy, each and every moment in our life, each and every minute in our life, we can actually serve Krishna. Krishna will ensure that. Krishna will make sure that we will serve him all the time. We just only have to believe in Krishna. That's it. Once we start believing in Krishna with the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, so then Krishna will make sure that we are in the right direction. We won't deviate from that direction. Because he is there in our heart as the super soul, and he is witnessing, he is watching, he is overseeing everything. So once we go to him and once we start listening to him, then he will guide us. The same Krishna who is in our heart, but if we just ignore him, if we just don't go to him at all, if we neglect Krishna, so then if we are on our own, so then we are committing mistake, then we are struggling and suffering in this material world. But with the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, if we just go to Krishna, if we just listen to Krishna, if we are willing to please Krishna, so then Krishna will be able to guide us in the right direction. So we won't go to hell. Definitely we won't go to hell. And we will go to Krishna as well. Definitely. There is no doubt about it. So Krishna is giving us all the directions so that we can achieve all the qualifications, all the qualities to go to Krishna as well. So to go to Krishna as well, to go to Goloka, we need to be qualified, we need to be eligible to go to Krishna as well. So what is the eligibility? We need to forget this material world completely. So that is the eligibility to go to Krishna as well. We cannot keep having attachments to this material world. We cannot keep remembering the material sense objects in this material world, and going to Goloka is not going to work out. It's not going to be possible. So we have to, by Krishna's mercy, by Krishna's costless mercy, we have to actually have this knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, and we need to remember Krishna. We need to forget this material world, and then it is possible for us to go to Krishna as well. So the starting point is the Bhagavad Gita. So with the Bhagavad Gita knowledge only, we will be able to achieve Krishna as well, Goloka. We will be able to free ourselves from this material world, which is Bhuloka, which is full of miseries, which is troublesome, so which is temporary. This material world is temporary, miserable, everything. So we need to go to the place where there are no miseries. Padam gachanti anamaya. Anamaya means there are no miseries. So Krishna's place is there are no miseries. We need to reach, we need to go. We need to go to the place. Having gone, we should not be coming back to this material world. So tatat padam tat parimargitavyam yasmin gata nanivartanti bhuyaga. We need to seek the place. We need to go to the place. Having gone, we should not come back again to this material world. That is possible only with this Bhagavad Gita knowledge. Idam jnanam upashitya mamasa dharmyam agata. So if we take shelter unto this Bhagavad Gita knowledge, we will actually go to Krishna. That's what Krishna is saying, that idam jnanam upashitya mamasa dharmyam agata. Sarge pinopajayante pralaye navyadanticha. So when this material world is created, then we will not take birth in this material world. When this material world is annihilated, we are not going to be disturbed at all. So if you go to Krishna's world, we are very safe there. And there are no problems, no miseries, nothing. So we will be enjoying there forever. So only thing we need to act with the intelligence, act with the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. That's what is very important. When we act with the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, that is going to happen. So that knowledge we are gaining from this Bhagavad Gita. So when Arjuna asked the question, Krishna is explaining very clearly that if you always work for me, if you do everything for me, then I will quickly deliver you from this material world. So Krishna is saying that Tesam aham samtarta mrityu samsara sagara. So this mrityu samsara sagara. So this ocean of material miseries. So Krishna will free us. Krishna will deliver us from this material world. So we saw in the 11th chapter, Krishna is the time, the great destroyer of all the worlds. That's what we studied, we understood. When Arjuna asked Krishna the question, Akyagi me ko bhavan, ugra rupo, deva varaprashita, vijnatum ichchami, pavantamadhyam, nahi prajanami, tava pravritti. So, please explain me, who are you? Akyagi me ko bhavan, who are you? You please explain me. I don't know what your mission is. So when Arjuna asked that question, Krishna told, that kalosmi lokakshayam krit pravruddho. So I am the time, the great destroyer of all the worlds. That's what Krishna says. But the same Krishna is saying in this chapter, in the 12th chapter to Arjuna, that I come and save you from this world. That's what Krishna is saying there. So kalosmi lokakshaya krit pravruddho lokan samahartum iha pravruttaga. So I am the time, the destroyer, the great destroyer of the worlds, all the worlds. So, but same Krishna is explaining here what we studied in the sloka 6 and 7. Krishna is saying that Yetu sarvani karmani mayisanyasya matparaga ananyenaiva yogena mam dhyayanta upasate tesamaham samuddarta mrityu samsara sagarat bhavami nachirat partha maya vesita chetasam. So those who surrender all their works unto me, etu sarvani karmani mayisanyasya matparaga ananyenaiva yogena mam dhyayanta upasate. So without any deviation, those who always worship me, think about me, meditate on me, so I quickly deliver them from this ocean of material miseries. So that same Krishna is the time who destroys everything. The same Krishna actually protects and saves the devotees from this material world. That's what we need to understand. So we have to be a devotee of Krishna. That's what is very important. Then we will be saved by Krishna. Because Krishna will shower his special mercy on the devotees. Even though Krishna is equal to everyone, samoham sarvabhutesu name dvesho asti na priyaga. So I am equal to everyone. I envy no one, nor am I partial to anyone. So Krishna is equal to everyone. So that way, Krishna, even though he is equal to everyone, Krishna said that Samoham sarvabhutesu name dvesyosti na priyaga ye bhajanti tu mam bhaktya mayite tesu chapyam. But those who worship me with faith, they live in me, I live in them. That's what Krishna said. Ye bhajanti tu mam bhaktya mayite tesu chapyam. So that way, Even though Krishna is equal to everyone, Krishna doesn't show any partiality to anyone. But if we are Krishna's devotees, we will get special mercy from Krishna. That's why Krishna said that Tesam evanukampartha aham ajnanajam tamaga nashayami atma bhavasto jnana deepena bhasvara. So to show special mercy to my devotees, I destroy the darkness of ignorance by this shining lamp of knowledge, being situated in their heart, being seated in their heart. I destroy the darkness of ignorance with the shining lamp of knowledge. That's what Krishna said. So that way, Krishna's special mercy, costless mercy is always there for the devotees. So that's why we have to be a devotee of Krishna. Maya vesita chetasam. Those who focus their mind upon me, those who focus their thoughts upon me. That's what Krishna is saying. So for them, I will be able to quickly deliver them from this ocean of material misery. So how we can focus our mind on Krishna, how we can focus our thoughts and intelligence, everything on Krishna, that is possible only with this knowledge of Bhagavad Gita only. Because we are able to constantly remember and understand that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead from this Bhagavad Gita knowledge only. With this knowledge only, Krishna is going to destroy the darkness of ignorance. Nasayami atma bhavastu. Aham ajnanajam tamaga nasayami. Ajnanajam tamaga nasayami. Krishna is going to destroy the darkness of ignorance with this Bhagavad Gita knowledge only. So we have to just get this Bhagavad Gita knowledge. That's what is very important. If we get this Bhagavad Gita knowledge, if you use this Bhagavad Gita knowledge, then we are going to go to Goloka, there is no doubt about it. We are going to go to Krishna's well, there is no doubt about it. So by Krishna's mercy, we are studying and understanding. We finished 7 slokas in the 12th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Now in the 8th sloka, in the 12th chapter, Krishna is continuing that. It's a very important sloka. Krishna is saying that, Mayeva mana adatsva Mayi buddhim niveshayaga nivasishyasi mayeva athavudvam nasamshayaga. Mayeva mana adatsva. So you fix your mind upon me. That's what Krishna is saying there. Mayeva mana adatsva. In the 7th chapter, first sloka, Krishna said that Maya sakta manaha partha yogam yunjan madasayaga asamsayam samagram mam yatanyasya tachrunu. That's what Krishna said. So you hear from me about how to get attached to me, how to get attachment to me. Maya sakta manaha partha. So you hear from me. Maya sakta manaha partha yogam yunjan madasrega asamsayam samagram mam yatha nyasyasi tachrunu. How to know this? So you hear from me. That's what Krishna said. So here Krishna is saying that Mayeva mana adatsva. You fix your mind upon me. That's why previously in different chapters and different slokas, Krishna is saying the same thing. So manmana, think about me. Mayarpita mano buddhigi. You offer your mind and intelligence unto me. And all the time you remember me. So ananyaga chintayanto mam. All the time. Ananya chetaga satatam yomam smarati nityasaga tasyagam sulabhaka partha nitya yuktasya yoginaga. So without any deviation, always if you remember me, always if you think about me, then I can be easily obtained. That's what Krishna said. So that's why here Krishna is saying that Mayeva mana adatsva mayi buddhim niveshayega. So you apply your intelligence on me. You focus your intelligence on me. You fix your mind on me. So Mayeva mana adatsva, mind upon me. You focus your intelligence on me. So Mayeva mana adatsva mayi buddhim niveshayega. If you do that, nivasisyasi Mayeva atavodvam nasamsayaga. That means you will live in me and you will come to me. There is no doubt about it. So if you do that, we'll go to Krishna. Atavodvam. Atavodvam nasamsayaga. So we will go to Krishna as well. If you always remember Krishna, if you think about Krishna, if you fix our mind and intelligence on Krishna, then we'll go to Krishna as well. There is no doubt about it. Mayarpita mano buddhi mame vesisya asamsaya. If you offer your mind and intelligence unto me, you will come to me. There is no doubt about it. Mame vesisya asamsaya. Mayarpita mano buddhi mame vesisya asamsaya. That's what Krishna is saying. So we'll go to Krishna as well. There is no doubt about it. If we offer our mind and intelligence unto Krishna. If we focus our mind and intelligence on Krishna, we'll go to Krishna. So that's why Krishna is saying that Atavurdvam Nasam Sayagam. There is no doubt about this. That's what Krishna is saying. So just fix your mind upon me, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So just fix your mind upon me and engage all your intelligence in me. Focus all your intelligence in me. So our mind and intelligence should be only directed towards Krishna. So if you do that, thus you will live in me always without a doubt. So that's what Nivasisyasi Mayeva Atavurdvam Nasam Sega. That means you will come to me. That's what Krishna is saying. We'll go to Krishna. Focus our mind on Krishna, intelligence on Krishna, we'll go to Krishna. That's why Manmana Bhavamadbhakto Madhyaji Mam Namaskuru Mam Ye Vaisasi Yuktvaivam Atmana Matparayanagam. So Manmana, always think of me, become my devotee, worship me, offer your obeisances unto me. You will come to me, there is no doubt about it. If you are engaged in my devotional service all the time, you will come to me. There is no doubt about it. So we are all going to go to Krishna's well. There is no doubt about it. So we need to keep doing this. We need to keep progressing. We need to study and understand this Bhagavad Gita more and more. And we need to create more and more devotees. And we should be engaged all the time in serving Krishna and pleasing Krishna. Then definitely we'll go to Goloka. There is no doubt about it. So by Krishna's causeless mercy, successfully we finished the 8th sloka in the 12th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Hare Krishna. I will stop now and we'll discuss if any questions are there. Hare Krishna.